Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Sal here. Welcome back to my channel. So the other day I was scrolling on Instagram and a post came up from the one and only Celine Dion, and it was basically an anniversary post in regards to her first ever album, Unison. And I was shocked because the post said that the album turned 30 years old on April 2nd. And it's crazy to me to think that because 30 years old, it came out in 1990, April 2nd, 1990. I was not alive when this happened. I didn't discover this album at least until 2012, so it doesn't feel, it's amazing to me that it's that old in terms of wrapping around in my brain. But I thought, with this new thing with reactions I'm doing, how fun would it be for the 30th anniversary to revisit Unison? Because I have not listened to this album in a while, guys. As the massive Celine Dion fan that I am, obviously, I don't know everything, and I don't think this album is one of my favorites of hers, and I don't think I have a reason why. It's just I think I prefer some of the later material, or like mid material to now, because this is a debut album, so it's very different than I think what reflects her now. But God, if I do not remember not loving this album. So there were 5 singles for this album, and I'm gonna list them all here. Now, not all of them were released in America, but the singles were If There Was Any Other Way, Unison, Where Does My Heart Beat Now, The Last to Know, and Have a Heart. So the biggest one out of this album is Where Does My Heart Beat Now, which was number 4. It made it to number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. But what's crazy is that this album only made it to 74 on the Billboard 200. Again, because America sucks. But it definitely deserved more. But we're going to re-listen to this iconic album together, guys. This was Celine Dion's first English language album. She had released, I believe, 11 studio albums before this, all in French. And obviously America didn't care about that, so she had to branch out into English to get America's attention. But, oh my goodness, I'm actually really excited to listen to this album again because I haven't listened to it in a while. But yeah, we're gonna go on this journey together. I hope you have some fun. And without further ado, Unison by Celine Dion. All right, guys, here we go. Track number 1, If There Was Any Other Way. Track of time. If there was any other way, don't you think I'm trying to find it? Don't you think I want to stay? Losing you takes some getting used to. Okay, so, wow, I forgot how much I love that song, but what a great album opener. It's a very in-your-face for a Celine Dion song. Obviously, as in-your-face as Celine Dion can go, but it's really interesting how this sound is like such a perfect mismatch. I probably said that wrong. Mismatch. Combination, we'll go with that, of 80s and 90s sound, because, I mean, again, this came out April 2nd, 1990, so it was obviously recorded in the 80s, 89. And it's just like it's such a perfect mix of the two sounds. But it's interesting because we don't really hear Celine Dion in this territory. This is the sound and the lyrics are very different for Celine Dion. It's not melodramatic. I think Celine Dion is melodrama, and this is anything but melodramatic. This one's good. If only oh my gosh, could you imagine if she sang this song live again? I think she would have so much fun. I would have fun too. But yeah, guys, what a great song. And this was the first single, I think. I don't know if this one was released in America or not, but it would have been a hit, in my opinion. So there's that. All right, track number 2, If Love Is Out of the Question.
But if love is out the question, there's no point to this affection.
Long fade out. Okay, so this is definitely much more Celine Dion territory. What a song that just is not, that is so anti-2020. Like, if love is out of the question, there's no point to this affection. And the culture we live in today, which I'm a part of, can't lie. That's a very different outlook. What I love so far about the first two tracks is that her vocals are very right here. It's right here and the tip. Ooh, I got a notification. It's like at the tip of her nose and at the tip of her mouth, so it's very nasal, which I do not mind at all. I love it. I love this sound. I think that it works so well for these two songs. Again, as I've stated before, Celine Dion is known to be a nasal singer, but that's not a bad thing. Some people, that's their technique, and I love it. I love that sound. It just bites, you know. That's a really good song. I think that it deserves a comeback too. I guess maybe all these do, but here we go. All right, track number 3, Where Does My Heart Beat Now, which I know oh so well. And here's the thing, this song is easily in my top 10 Celine Dion songs. When she brought it back for the 2001 Vegas residency, and I don't think it lasted to the very end, but it lasted a while. This was the second song for the residency. And I'm going to introduce it the exact same way that she did it in her Vegas residency. All right, let's go back to the beginning. This song is definitely very 80s.
So much to believe in, we were lost in time.
Oh, that guitar! You wouldn't touch her more, here comes the silence. Na, 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 na. Guys, what can be said about this song? It's freaking incredible. It deserved its number 4 spot on the Billboard Hot 100. It's such a good song. I'll never forget when I saw Celine Dion sing it live in Vegas, and she had those video screens come down of all the looks she's had in her life. It's tear-jerking. Like, I love this song. I will say this song is always a showstopper live. I used to have the CD, I forgot, I'm gonna butcher the French, I'm so sorry, and oh god, I'm gonna say it so wrong. It was like A Olympia. It was a live CD, and I used to have it, but it got destroyed in a flood, sadly. And there was this live version of the song on there, and it was just incredible. The Vegas version is incredible. Like, every time she does this song live, incredible. I'm almost positive, and again, if I'm wrong, please let me know. I do believe the Vegas residency one was lipped. However, I love it either way. Like, I love the sound. Like, and no matter how she does it, it's always good. It's incredible. I just love this song. Okay. I gotta collect myself to get through the rest of this album. Okay. Track number 4, The Last to Know, which was the 4th single. I should also say I don't remember this one too well so far. Oh, I recognize the song now. I remember it. Has she ever sung this song live? I'm gonna look that up right now. Because this would be a really nice song live. She did. She performed it on the Unison tour, which only was in Canada. Okay, I think this song is really good. And what I was thinking, and I was kind of saying this before, I would really love to hear this live because I think it would be a really good moment for her, and especially the backing vocalist that she has. I think that it would give them a chance to shine too. It is a really catchy, I think the chorus is the most catchy part. But yeah, I like that. I should listen to that one more. It kind of takes, because it just, I don't know, it gives you a moment. Like, There's what, oh, it's good. Ooh, okay. Track number 5, I'm loving every moment with you. This one sounds familiar too. I remember this song now, although I guess I never knew the title of it, because I recognize all of this, but I guess I never remembered the title. Again, this one's very similar to the last to know. It takes you in a very, I hate saying psychedelic, because that just sounds crazy, but it takes you, I think you can just like, it almost feels like you're on the beach, you're in the breeze, and it's just, you're flowing, you're feeling, you're living, you're loving. I think I like it too because I'm loving every moment with you. It just feels like, it feels very in the moment. I think that it does a good job of achieving that. Yeah, wow, I need to know, why don't I'm mad at myself that I don't know this album as well as I should. But we're fixing that today, aren't we, kids? So we are officially halfway through the album. This album is only 10 tracks, and we just finished 5. So we got 5 more to go, kids, and here we go. Track number 6, Love by Another Name. Oh wait, I think I remember this too. I think we get some more of those vocals I like on here. I remember this. No. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Oh, this is the chorus. Ooh, a key change. That was such a late 80s, early 90s key change. Okay, again, this song is a perfect blend of 80s and 90s sounds. I think the beat background is very 90s. It feels very much laid back, but then there's the that key change, which I like to call key changes like that if I could turn back time key change, like, oh shit, we need a key change, do it now. Like, we almost forgot. And like you randomly hear the key change. It's like, that was fun. And then those, what, I don't even, vocoder isn't the right word because I don't think that was a thing yet, but those, and some the same edited vocals. Oh my gosh, that was fun. I forgot about that song. It was cute. Again, a perfect mix of 80s and 90s sounds. I love that. All right, track number 7, one of my personal favorites too. We have the album track, the album title track. I guess you have to say it like that. We have Unison. Oh, and we get more of the vocals I like in this one. Here, somewhere tonight. Else could ever stand away with me if I, who wants to know, stuck together. So wow guys, I love this song. It's so much fun. It deserves a spot in Celine's live shows every day. I think it was brought back when she came back after Renee was sick, and before he passed away, and I think it was added as an interlude before Love Can Move Mountains and River Deep Mountain High, but I think it got cut really, really quickly, which is a shame because, oh, that song is good. I might have to listen to that again tonight because that was a partay. I might need to show that to my friends because that's a bop, okay? And a great title track to name the album after, I think so. So the thing about Unison is that it was released as a single in America as well. And there's a version of it, which I don't know if I've listened to it or not. I'm sure I have, but it's a distant memory. So that features a rap. And I believe it was one of the first songs to ever include a pop song to include a rap in the middle of it. One of the first. I don't believe it was the first, but it was the beginning of a trend that Mariah Carey, our Lord and Savior, ended up putting into fruition with her remix of Fantasy. So, but that's, you know, that's just everything. But good song. Track number 8, I Feel Too Much. Too much, baby. Oh, I remember this. Okay, guys, so I think, honestly, out of everything I've listened to so far, this track was probably my least favorite on the album so far. I only like the too much, baby. That's catchy, but everything else, I think the problem is that this song is very 80s. Not to say I don't enjoy 80s songs, because I do. But this wasn't very Celine Dion. Like, this didn't feel like Celine Dion to me. And granted, this is her first album, so she's figuring, or her first English album, I should say that. I make that very clear. It just feels like it was given to her without much thought, and they recorded it, and I think so far this is my least favorite of the album. Catchy, but it doesn't feel like Celine Dion. That's all I gotta say. Track number 9, If We Could Start Over. So, weirdly enough, this one honestly just hit me a little bit emotionally with the lyrics. I guess I'm just thinking about friends who are not my friends anymore. You know, if I could go back and just start over, and knowing what went wrong the first time, I could make the second time amazing. You know, this one hit me a little more than I would have liked it to. I guess in terms of Celine Dion ballads, it's a little bland compared to some of her better ballads. But I think this one is worthy of a re-listen. Yeah, I forget, that hit me at home. I kind of don't want to talk about it right now because it's making me feel some type of way. So, yeah, we're gonna stop there with that. Track number 10, Have a Heart, the final song of the album and the final single that was released. This sounds like Where Do Broken Hearts Go by Whitney Houston. What are those chimes? They sound beautiful. Okay, so when this song first started, I was like, I don't know if I really like this. And then I think towards the middle is when I actually grew into really liking it. I think I enjoyed the instrumental more than I did the lyrics itself. But that was really cute. I would be interested to see if I resequenced this album and put If We Could Start Over at the end and Have a Heart as number 9 and, you know, flip-flop them and see how I felt about that. But that was it. That was Unison, guys. And wow, that was a really nice reevaluation of this for me. I think this album deserves much more love. I think in the scheme of Celine Dion albums, I think her first 3 albums are just generally forgotten. So that would be Unison, Celine Dion, and then The Color of My Love. I think those 3 albums are generally forgotten, and even by me, because I really can't name you all the songs of the other 2 either. But wow, this album, I feel bad that I don't own this on vinyl. And I just looked it up too as I was listening to it, and I was like, I should get this on vinyl. And it was never released on vinyl in America. It was only ever released in literally every other country but America on vinyl. So that's not fair. I could probably get it imported, but that's a lot of money that I don't really want to spend. So I think I was about to give this like a 5 or like a star review, but I don't think I really do. That's not really my thing. I don't think that can sum up. I think this is a very strong debut album for her. And obviously we've heard much better material out of her. I think she refined her sound and her style. I think it really came into fruition with Falling Into You. I think that's when she really found her voice and her style. But this is a very interesting album to listen to. It's interesting because, you know, they could have taken her in a much different direction. Because while this album does showcase her vocals very much so, I think that it's definitely, this album's a little more about the songs than it is the vocals. But I think it's just everything is just well done. They let her vocals breathe. They let the music breathe. There was no song where I felt, ooh, I don't know if I really like this mixing, or everything felt very even with this album. Like I said, I think the only song that I could have, you know, done without was I Feel Too Much. But you know, at only 10 tracks, it's not like it's very long. So, but I'm pleasantly surprised. I forgot how good of an album this is, and you gotta love this cover, this hair. Yeah, I think I'm gonna listen to this again now because I really had a nice time listening to it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and again, a happy 30th anniversary to this album. Wow, crazy that it's that old. But still such great material, still as fresh as it was back then. Beautiful. It's just beautiful. I think anything Celine Dion does is just beautiful. It feels very refined, I guess, if that's what you will. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I love it when you guys comment. And follow me on Instagram at Salvador J. Rocha. And again, please send me any suggestions you guys might have. I'm always open to hear what you got to say. So thank you guys for watching, and you have yourselves a great day. And take a little bit of time to listen to the 30th, well, I guess that's the wrong way of saying it. Take a little time to listen to Unison in celebration of its 30th anniversary.